What even is that? What even is that? Man, I have to have a good talk with the welcoming screen later. Hoot hoot everybody, hoot hoot! I'm Vilhelm Vanderbos, the noble owl of Globie Generation 2 Equinox. And genmate and brother to my boy Ambrose that just raided. Hello everybody. How are you? I had a lot of struggles getting the challenge up, but it's all good. It's all there now. Hi, how was you were karaokeing, huh? My throat needs rest now. Are you okay? How was the karaoke? Scuff hours, please comply. You should. You know the funny thing though. Yeah, because okay. Context, I guess. Context. I use my portable magic mirror to upload the shorts that I edit on my magic mirror. And the reason I do that is because if I do it via the mobile app, I can actually change the thumbnails, which is not available in any other means at all for shorts. So I do that, and yeah. But I had a lot of things just get in the way, I guess. So welcome everybody. I am Vilhelm Vanderbos. I'm a cozy gamer, I'm a puzzle gamer, I'm an artist. That is the thing that we're gonna do today. And I do languages because I am a green owl. And that kind of comes with the territory. Did you do your language practice? You might want to do your language practice. You wouldn't like me when you don't do your language practice. Anyhow, yes, today we are introducing a new art challenge because I am hosting monthly art challenges. And I feature your entries on stream. So today we have a new challenge coming up. We're going to watch it together. And you have a month to do whatever amount of entries that you want to do. These art challenges are for you to challenge yourself in whichever means you would like. It's essentially to give the art community a bit of prompt, like a prompt to work with. And also to fuel some motivation, maybe break some art blocks or some in-between work, or just generally have fun. Hoot hoot in chat if you want a little greeting, because I went straight into it. I'll grab the ones I see. Let's see. Hoot hoot Miri, hoot hoot Jennifer. Hoot hoot Ciel, hoot hoot Shed, hoot hoot Nai, hoot hoot Bruja. Hoot hoot Remy. Laughingville Liz. Hoot hoot Milana, hoot hoot Vienna May, hoot hoot Jennifer, hoot hoot Lisa. So nice to see a lot of you back. I know some of you already did my previous art challenges. Today's a new one out. Hoot hoot. Tango. What? No, my hoot hoot. Hoot hoot Liz. And yeah, thank you everybody for being here. Happy I got it started. Sorry it started half an hour later. Yeah, genuine apology. I'm really sorry. My streams have been starting later than I actually schedule. I feel like it's very unprofessional of me and disrespectful of your time that already here and want to see my stream. I genuinely apologize, and I will take means to keep that from happening going ahead, okay? Sincerely, I'm glad you guys forgive me for it, but I still feel like I should do better. And okay, shall we have a look at what the art challenge is about then? You already had to wait for like a half an hour. So let me have a look at this. Yes, Sue. Let's have a seat. Guy on the screen is going to tell us what the art challenge is about. Are you ready? Wonder if I can more. Kinda. I can kinda shrink it. Anyhow. How is the volume, I wonder? Artists. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. Alright, here we go. I just started my stream late, Sai, and I think it's a very big disrespect to people here that want to watch my stream. And very unprofessional, so that's why I'm apologizing. Here we go. New art challenge. Let's go. Artists, are you ready for a new challenge? Hoot hoot, I'm Vilhelm Vanderbos, the noble owl of Globie Generation 2. And I've got a new art challenge for you, with difficulty levels. Interested? Alright, hear me out. This month we'll be using a pickeroo to generate our challenge. It'll be this specific pickeroo by Lovepink, and you can easily find it by typing pickeroo 2003-689 in your search bar. Go to the bottom left corner and hit the randomizer button, followed by all random. Your challenge will be to draw a character based on whatever you get. Alright, I mentioned difficulty levels, right? If you want to do this on hard mode, randomize once and go with whatever you get. On medium, randomize 3 and pick whichever one you want to draw.
This right here is my favorite.
On easy, just keep randomizing until you find a character that you like. Once you've drawn a character, post it to Twitter or TikTok and tag it with #MaybeOC so I can find it and feature it live on stream. The feature stream for this challenge will be on June 22nd, so make sure you get your entries posted before then. Remember, this is for you to have fun and challenge yourself however much you want, so don't worry, everyone will get featured just the same. Oh, I'm really curious what all the OCs are gonna look like. And that is the challenge. Did you catch that? New challenge. #MaybeOC. Because you don't really know what you're gonna get. It's a little bit of a maybe. And I will also show, because I'm gonna do it for you guys. I'm gonna do it on medium. I'm gonna do it on medium mode. But yeah, difficulty levels, if you want to challenge yourself, look, let's just randomize once, okay? Let's see what we get. So you go to this pickeroo. Let me just link it here if you want. There. We're gonna use this pickeroo, My Baby Maker, version 1.4. Mostly femme representing characters, but it's completely up to you how well you kind of adapt. This is literally a character design challenge for you guys to see whichever you kind of how much you wanna work with it, right? So let's play. And like I said, you just go to the randomizer button and you randomize all random. All right, let me try. Let me see what happens. I'm curious. Let's see what happens on the first one. All random, click. Not bad. Just really like hovering hand right there, you know, kind of random. This is pretty good though. Let me take a screenshot of this one. I'm gonna do it on medium. So this is the first one we got. Not a bad one. It looks pretty good. You can get some really wonky stuff, and that is the challenge, right? Because let's say you have completely like hovering hands out of nowhere, like it's coming out of their face or something, you know? That is the challenge for you as a character designer, to do what you will with it. You want the hand to be like a tattoo on their face or something? Go for that. Do you want the hand to actually be something kind of like that, you know, kind of like that villain from My Hero Academia that just has hands all over his face? Go go nuts. You know, if you want to ignore the hand, also, you see this character. This character looks pretty good. There's just kind of random hovering hand, but my head is doing otherwise. Either I just draw the character, ignore the hand, or I just put their arm around it, like they're kind of just putting their hand around the back of their head or something. You know? Yeah, Chigiraki. That's right. That's the one. So, I'm saving this one. Let me open my my Art2 stuff. Because on medium you randomize 3 and you pick 1 of the bunch. On easy you keep randomizing until you get something that you like, so that you can practice. This is supposed to be challenging for you however much you want. If you want to make it a point that you did it on hard mode, by all means let me know. But like I say on the video, on the instruction short, everyone will get featured just as much. It's not like, oh, look at the Hall of Fame hard mode people. No, that's not what my challenges are for. My challenges are for giving you ideas, inspiration, and just have a good time. Okay, I'm saving this one. Save. I really like it, actually. Okay, next one. Click. Doesn't look too bad either. Kind of similar, actually. I like the error screens and stuff like that. I kind of like this one better than the first one. Or another one, all random. Bloop. What do we get? Okay. Not sure what the I can't read Japanese, so I can just kind of ignore the different stuff. All right, I got 3 pretty good ones, right? If you're playing this, if you're doing this on easy mode for yourself, you just like keep click, 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 and yeah, like you say, nah. If it's a full mess, then it's up to you to interpret it. That's where you, as the designer, comes into the picture, because honestly, it could be a hovering hand or an item that's just completely coming out of their eye or something. Because let's do some randomizer. Let's just see some examples. Here you have a closed eye and an open eye, so go do what you want with that. You know, you can, yeah. So far they're not too bad, but I know they can look pretty they can look pretty interesting. A pink gun, heck yeah, see, that's kind of what I mean. Right, that is yours, that is your challenge. What you gonna do with that? There you go, look at that, look at that. There's like there's some wings, there's a ribbon coming out of there, and a hand in the middle of everything. It's just, my interpretation of this is essentially I could give this character a hand, like somewhere like that they're posing with that specific hand, or I don't friggin' know what to do. So yeah, that's what I want to see. I wanna, yeah, chaos. I want to see what you guys would do with it. Yeah, it's interesting when random really decides to go random. Yeah, and that is a challenge. Yeah, that's what I've thought of for a maybe OC challenge. Now I know some people use maybe OC when they draw a character and they kind of be like maybe a new OC, but it's not really used that much. So I'll be able to see it. As for the next art challenge, I'm going to try to stay from the beginning to the end of the month and try to do it monthly, so we can have a recurring hashtag for the art challenges, and then kind of do, you know, June, May, April, blah blah blah, so we can kind of keep track of them better, because I have to think of kind of unique hashtags every time right now, and it's kind of tricky. But yeah, there you go. There you go. We just get everything else going here. What do you guys think? The whole, like, I thought of this. I thought it could be fun. The challenge of this was to find a Picru that would, you know, work for this. But testing a couple around, even though this one has a bit of like, can have some blood or some stuff in the face. That's kind of, you know, up to you guys to see what you do with it. Very challenging, but it's fun. Because honestly, if it looks like chaos, you can still draw a nice put together character by ignoring some of these things. I just kind of felt like making it a little trickier. Right, hold on a moment, it got cold. This will do. Mine has an item on their head, but I can't tell what it is. Well, let your imagination fill that in. No, you don't. This thing is kind of more like, well, you know what this essentially, I haven't thought about it this far, but you know what this like teaches you? It is essentially you doing a request from someone that isn't an artist, and they tell you they need to have this, this, and this, and this, and this, and this, this, and that, and then a pink gun right next to their face, and you know what? Stuff like that. Because a lot of artists, I'm sure, have faced that when taking requests and then having to do a lot of revisions because the person doesn't really know how to illustrate or give the idea. So in a sense, this is also practice for for tricky people commissioning you. But yeah, it's a different kind of challenge. We'll see what the next one is. I wanna keep you guys on your toes and see if you would like to do it still. But I figured it would because I would think like just go and randomize once and then draw what you get. That's a bit rough. So difficulty levels, because then you get to pick how tricky you want it. Give me a mo. Is everything working? I don't think it is. Hold on. Okay, I got it ready. Just gonna make sure everything else is working too. Yeah, that's appreciated now because I still want to show it on stream, and so I know some of these combinations can look really can emphasize like kind of encourage certain styles, but please keep it to a level that I could at least show on stream. Try to make one for each level. Nice. I'm glad you think so. It always feels nice when people go like, "Oh, I'm totally gonna do multiple characters and test." Yeah, that's. I'm really happy you think so. I'm gonna see what I get now. I got some pretty safe ones, I think. Shall we have a look? Let's see. Hello, Checo. Not even that late. No, I had a lot of scuff and I had to start half an hour later, and I had a pretty like a corporate almost genuine apology for the late starts of streams lately. I've not been very prepared, and I want to take some measures to keep that from happening going onward. Okay. Oh, we can bring back the credit. Join the art challenge. Post with tag. Maybe you'll see. Click. Scuff is inevitable, that's true. But because I've had such a scuffy time, I feel like I should maybe take some time, longer time, to make sure. It's inevitable once or twice. I've had a bit of a streak going. It's not the kind of streak I want to have. So yeah. Okie dokie, welcome Natsu. And let's see, someone I haven't said hello to. Sai, Hoot Hoot, Lisk, Hoot Hoot. I think I've said hello to everyone else. Alright, let's see. This one. CL, did you get one? All right. We got three. I like the way they look. They have potential. So, but I do like the computer error messages. I would have never thought about that straight out of the bat to just a character. So when we look at this one, I kind of like this one. It's got like a scout or a scanner thing. It's just funny how it works, you know? The fact that they look like they're kind of sweating and they're just like computer error, you know? That's it actually kind of works. So yeah, we're gonna do this one. So yeah, XOXO40 here on Twitter are the ones that made the pick crew. Let me see. Join the art challenge. Use Picru 2003-689. I have recorded that so many times I know it by heart now. There we go. The fact there's a visor, yeah, the visor is random too. Like the fact that it actually would work this way. They're kind of nervous because the error. Yeah, it works. I'm gonna go for it. The background is also kind of like, oh my gosh, kind of like a virtual world or something. So yeah, we're gonna do these two. I got these. This one's pretty cute too. I do feel like if I were to use this one, I'd probably give them like a pose with the hand next to the face. Works pretty good too. This one, the heterochromia generally kind of, there's something going on in the back of their neck there that could be used. But yeah, I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna work with this one. So yeah, let's go. That's my maybe OC. My little short ended up being like a minute and a half. I'm glad YouTube allows that, otherwise I'll be like, welp. Cozy owl yapping. Be sure to give credit to the Picru when you do post your art and stuff like that too. I think that can be important. I'm gonna give credit to the maker when I post a challenge on social media. On the video, at least I already say so. Okay, up. Yeah, I did. I made the video myself. Yeah, the editing and everything. I feel like I've had to learn the abilities. That's something I've learned from doing what I do. I do my own edits. I had to for a while I asked like an editor, like we had an editor that we could do things with, but they didn't get me. There's this kind of you know, I believe there was at one point there was just kind of like one short where I just pulled a gun. And people don't know this, but like pointing firearms at the screen, meme or not, is kind of frowned upon on YouTube in the user end license. So doing stuff like that, being overly sexual with stuff too, is that will nerf you. Even me having the rules, the no not safe for work stuff in the rules. Just the fact that I have NSFW on there might also be nerfing my videos, but I do feel like that rule is kind of important. So yeah. First of all, I would not pull a firearm on anyone, and I feel like they completely did not get my vibe. So I feel like the classic owl way is want to do something right, do it yourself. So yeah. The way of the male wife, the way of the owl. So yeah, something funny that at least gave me a little bit of a chuckle in amidst all of these problems that we have going up, like starting the stream, was when you upload a video on via your portable magic device, for a brief moment, you see yourself, you know, kind of like selfie cam or camera activated or something, because they mean like you're gonna upload a video, film it right now, upload it, you know. And the the unimpressed face I had when it didn't even faze me, pun intended. It was just kind of like, I guess that would have been a use for the where is it? I keep losing that one. Clicking so many things. That would have been a use for this one. Anyway, what do we got here? So basically, you could draw a full character based off of this too, but I guess it's very portrait oriented since it is a pickeroo. There are some full body pickeroos as well, but I figured we'd just kind of work with this for now. Righto. Pink eyelashes, pink like behind the ears, like little hair stuff. So this also, of course, you can decide the gender and the masculine or feminine representing things too. I can totally see this also being a male, like, or masculine if you wanted to. But the pickeroo itself is very more towards feminine side. So, but that's a challenge. You do you. Surprise me. Hiyo. All right. I'm gonna put it away for a mo. Because it might affect my style in sketching. Now I do remember they were really stressed about the hacking things, so we kind of need to figure out like good expression for that. I kind of want a little bit more of a panicked expression, not like not the whole like despair in their eyes, but more so kind of like, you know, the like happy face. You know, like if I were to kind of like make it kind of silly looking, I would kind of be thinking more of like the you know, like that. Not like surprise Pikachu a little bit, but it's just kind of like a happy mouth. I wasn't like I accidentally tapped the button that I shouldn't have, and now you know, the hack failed or something. So I think we're gonna do something like that. I wonder if we could do it in a fun angle, because, you know, kind of just also want to practice my own things with this too. So I think we're gonna do an upwards angle, which is really tricky to draw because of the everything that is under, like, connecting with the neck, right? Because I don't want to do the Shaft Animation Studio head tilt too much. Kind of want to work the neck a little bit too. This is going to be tricky, but since we're doing portrait anyway, I think it's all fine. The and I oop. Yeah, and I oop. Yeah, that's definitely what it is. And I oop. Skus, 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 skus. That's the one. There was a wink there involved too, so maybe we can like either we can just like flip this. No, I think it's more fun from that side. Da, 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 da. So something like this. You're gonna adjust this a bit later. Kind of want to have like the scanner kind of not be really let's see. All right. I have an idea, and I'm gonna try to, I gotta visualize it. Kind of like with the backs turn a little bit, I guess. Notes it's really wonky. Something like this, I suppose. Kind of a bit of a cartoony expression in a way too. I might want to work with the mouth in a bit too. The old school Pac-Man. Oh yeah. It's kind of missing a little corner. Yeah. Oh, you're right. That girl, like, you know the meme of a little girl grinning or like just smiling menacingly while there's a burning building behind her. I left for a bit without the context. It made me think of that. Yeah, you're right. I guess that's very true. Well, I pulled this one. I'm gonna do this one, and because of there's like looking a little smug, but also the sweat drops, the whole like error, restart computer, kind of made me want to do a different expression. The hair is pretty cool though. It kind of parts here, which works really well for this this angle. So we can just bring it down this way. I have to adjust the face a little bit once I sketched it out. So you got a choker, you got like some collar. Yeah, this is you crash someone's thing, you know, like you crash someone's VR game or something. I don't know. But it definitely feels like she might wanna. I'm gonna make it a she, by the way. She might just wanna kind of leave the room and kind of be all like, it was like that when I got here. The computer lab at school got completely like all the computers blue screen or something. It's gonna like I have to fix the face, the shapes of everything is kind of off really. But yeah, I'm just sketching some stuff out. We got funny enough, we got like a not a braid, a drill hair. That's just the thing though, because she looks a bit like a student, it's gonna be like, oh, I messed up. Kind of just like put in this mysterious, like this kind of mysterious USB stick or something I found at computer lab, and everything just kind of got wrecked. But you can just make up a story about it. That's the whole the fun part about like designing an OC. And what do you know, like maybe at the end of this whole, you actually maybe end up with an OC, a new OC. I did it. It was me. Kind of want to give it more of like hair drills, like Teto. I'm drawing on the right layer, right? Yeah, I am. Okay, so got bare shoulders. Has, what is this? It's like a sweater. Oh, there's actually a random fan here. There's a random fan just right there. And just kind of be like she kind of drops it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. She kind of drops the fan. What would a hand be that's almost dropping a fan be like? You hold it like this. Okay, so yeah, thumb, folded hand, like this, yeah, and then it's just kind of like bloop, dropping. It's like a vest. It's like a sweater, like one of those pullovers they have like in the in my Japanese animes, like school uniform. Hand needs to be smaller. This is fine. This is fine. So sweater vest. Nice, thank you. So now I'm getting the whole thing like turned back to be all Ojo-sama about it, like ha 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 ha, and then alert, restart computer, error occurred. You know, it's like And just dropping the random fan here. Actually gonna drop it the other way. Okay. Okay. Well, let's see what this sketch looks like when we just invert it again. Look. Not bad, not bad. Kind of cartoony, kind of funny, kind of cartoony. I never know. I see the shapes better when I sketch in white, but I don't see the lines. It's not bad. It's pretty fun. Reina senpai! Hello! Reichiko is welcome. Welcome. We're doing a new art challenge. Reina Reida. What the? Huh? What? Did I say it wrong? Did I say something wrong? Reina Reida. I'm just I'm kind of frozen now with the huh. I don't know if it's a huh or if it's a huh. So I'm like, oh, did I anger Reina senpai? Hello everybody. Marshiva, welcome. Maxter, hello. Miguel, hello. Toramacho random, hello. Cryptic Kai, hello. Tostadita, welcome. Chicken adobo, hello. Dark Mia, hello. Hoot everybody. Nico, hi. Hoot. Doing a collab and seeing your image as Duolingo, not wrong, but oh, okay. I mean, try to, what? I'm the better one. Yeah, okay, honestly. Let me, book riz. All right, I'll give you the full on. Hoot everybody, I'm Vilhelm Vanderbos, the noble owl of Globie Generation 2. I'm an artist, I'm a cozy gamer, I'm a puzzle gamer, and I know languages because I'm a green dressed owl and it kind of comes with the territory. However, I'm the better one, so you know, don't worry about the other one. They are irrelevant. Why have Duo when you can have Quattro Lingo? Yes, I do language shorts. You can check them on my channel. And today we are doing an art challenge that I'm hosting. I'm doing a randomized art challenge. The short is linked in chat, but if you just joined in and want to be caught up on what the whole challenge is about, let me have a seat and let's watch it together, shall we? If I even have it available. Artist, there you go. All right, let's have a look-see, shall we? Bill's the better. Duolingo betrayed us with machine learning. Yes, exactly. I felt like Duo already played dead, but lo and behold. All right, let's not bring that up. But yeah, I do language-based shorts with the 4 languages that I know, which is in order: Swedish, Spanish, English, and Dutch. 5th language tends to kind of escape me sometimes. Hello Inaki, welcome. Let's have a look at the short a little quick. You have the link if you want, but this is the art challenge currently. Here we go. Artists, are you ready for a new challenge? Hoot, I'm Vilhelm Vanderbos, the noble owl of Globie Generation 2. And I've got a new art challenge for you with difficulty levels. Interested? Alright, hear me out. This month we'll be using a pick roux to generate our challenge. It'll be this specific pick roux by Love Pink, and you can easily find it by typing pick roux 2003-689 in your search bar. Go to the bottom left corner and hit the randomizer button, followed by all random. Your challenge will be to draw a character based on whatever you get. Alright, I mentioned difficulty levels, right? If you want to do this on hard mode, randomize once and go with whatever you get. On medium, randomize 3 and pick whichever one you want to draw.
This right here is my favorite.
On easy, just keep randomizing until you find a character that you like. Once you've drawn a character, post it to Twitter or TikTok and tag it with #MaybeOC so I can find it and feature it live on stream. The feature stream for this challenge will be on June 22nd, so make sure you get your entries posted before then. Remember, this is for you to have fun and challenge yourself however much you want, so don't worry, everyone will get featured just the same. Oh, I'm really curious what all the OCs are gonna look like. There you go. Maybe OC challenge. So I've started that now. Currently doing the thing here. I did it on medium. Thank you. I did the editing myself. I'm learning. I'm trying. Les's book. Okay, let's see. Up. So, I did the medium. I played it on medium. I got these 3 pools. Calling them pools because it is essentially OC gacha. But I got this one. Where's the other one? There's no object to transfer. Well, great. I got these +1. Anyway. So, this one has a random hand just floating next to them. And this is the kind of, the Pikaru gacha, yeah, because you're just gonna get random items. Some people are playing it on hard mode, they just randomized once and they got literally a gun sticking out of their face. So, yeah. I do these art challenges to kind of give people, maybe break people out of their art block or give some motivation or some practice to anyone that wants to do them. I felt like this would be really difficult to do on hard mode for everybody, so I included these little difficulty levels, but everyone will get featured nonetheless. I am really curious what you make of something random that shows up. So, yeah, I'd like to see. If you're an artist or just in general, you just doodle or anything like that, I would love to see any skill levels are welcome to upload to the Maybe OC challenge. And in a month, June 22nd, I will feature your characters. Yeah. So I picked this one out of my 3 that I pulled. Where is the, oh, that's a third one. So I'd randomize his color, items, face, features. You can get double eyes, everything's like all over the place. How was the stream with Reina Senpai? Was it a fun stream? Did you guys have fun? It's nice to have you here, by the way. So this randomizer, you got 3 hair colors. A bit of like ribbon, like twin tails. Got a kind of like a sweater vest, but also sleeveless button up. A random black folding fan just there. Earrings, all right, cool. Piercings. A scouter. And then all of these like random error messages like restart, error occurred, alert kind of thing, right? I felt like they all kind of still told a story because they look very alternative. And I feel like it could be like, you know, really extreme good hacker or something in a future where everything is dark and you know it's the future because it's black. Everyone wears black. Dun, dun, dun. Everyone wears black in the future. Everyone knows that, right? What's wrong with black? Nothing, Crowhelm. Nothing. It's nothing wrong with black. It's just the future, right? That's right. It's the future. That's why I wear black. So yeah. But either way, we are... I feel like they might have hacked into something, and then suddenly it's like, haha, victory, and then, you know, Error, 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 error. Thank you, New Plumie, hoot hoot. Error, 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 right? So I figured like I'd give him more of like a kind of, they were just doing the whole holding that folding fan, going like and then you get the whole like meh, 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 like, so kind of like a fun laughing, but then kind of also really terrified eyes. That's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm working on. Let's see, I saw Lapis. First time watching stream. How's it going? Thank you for being here, Lapis. It's going pretty good. I started my new challenge. You can find it linked in the chat. It's pinned in the chat if you want to know more. Because I'm from the future, then yeah, everyone that wears blacks from the future. Even if it's just a second. I'm from the future. Also, what the heck? Crowhelm. How was Crowhelm here? It's like completely stopped replying to my messages when I was just like, have you done your language practice? I think you should do your language practice. He just went silent after that. I don't know what happened. But yeah, I'm drawing. I drew the character I want to draw is based on this one, but I'm gonna change the pose a little bit and have them kind of be more in the middle of something in a different way, because I also want to practice this kind of angle. Now I was kind of doing upwards this way, but I guess with this I don't really need to. I don't know. We'll see. Cleaning it up. Not just a time traveler, yeah. He went. Nice. He went dark. That's a good one. The mouth. But yeah, so I do art streams, I do cozy game streams, and generally just cozy chatting. My motto for my channel is always to offer a place for people to kind of catch their breath between stressful things. Everyday life is very stressful, as it is. It can be. Doesn't have to be, but it can very well be. So have a seat, watch some art, enjoy some good company from the Plumies in chat as well. We're a nice, big, welcoming community. And if you do want to hang out, I'll really appreciate if you check the channel rules in the video description, just to help keep the place cozy and invite and welcome more people in. This stream definitely does feel like a chill time. Yeah, I would say so. Warm and cozy. Chill feels so cold. Chill is like cool off. I don't want to be cold. I want to have a nice blanket, nice cup of tea or coffee. What kind of drinks do you guys enjoy? What would you say is like the chill or cozy tea? It can be whatever you feel like. I'm not gatekeeping cozy. If you rather have a cold beverage to relax, do let me know. I'm curious. I like to know. Soda. Obamna. Soda. Soda's nice. What kind of soda? Bubble tea's nice. A nice milk. A nice milk sounds really tasty though. It really does. Depends on the weather. Yeah, definitely does. Plain H2O. I'll have some H2O too. Straight up peroxide. Green tea with honey and ginseng. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I'm gonna have, right now I'm really into ginger in tea in general stuff. So fruit tea with some ginger in it. It's really nice. Don't drink H2O2. No, you shouldn't. It's straight up hydrogen peroxide. It's not drinkable. It's pretty good for rinsing your teeth, but it might like to whiten your teeth with, but maybe you shouldn't do that too much. H2O, I just said, yeah, it's hydrogen peroxide. It's one more oxygen molecule in water, and it changes to something that is not very good to drink. Yeah, I get that, Joy. It sounds really cozy, honestly. I might want to try that for fall, or whenever I want a nice cozy, like something warm and cozy. Coffee, best cozy drink, iced or hot. Nice, Sue. I'm not that big of a coffee enthusiast. I drink it. I make lattes and things like that for myself. But in terms of like coffee bean preparation methods, I think the Arabica is the usual one that I would drink. I'm not too fussed. With the thicker eyeliner, it gives a little bit like, what's that Pokemon trainer that's kind of stoic and has the following from Sword and Shield? Is like Marnie. Yeah, there you go. I think she's pretty funny when she kind of smiles by just like pressing her cheeks like with her hands. I don't know how popular it's in other countries, but there's a refreshing and filling drink for summer. It's cherry and banana juice. Nice, Sue. Kiba, Kirchen banana. Oh, nice. Okay, sounds really nice. I like doing smoothies like bananas and almond milk during summer. If I feel like I want it more milkshakey, I'll put ice cream in it, or I'll have ice in it. Cherry and banana sounds nice. I can see them working. The popular one with the kids. It's popular with the kids. Dang. Cherries are nice. The panic spreading around. Yeah. I love how, I was thinking about that too. I love seeing the facial expression coming along by changing it around a little bit. Hello, AV. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I completely forgot that she has pink lashes. This looks kind of manga-like right now, with how clean the face generally is. Maybe I might want to do something like that. How about I use the inking method a little bit again? How about I use the inking method? Inking is the spot shadows are really fun to do. You guys, you know what? You know what? I did a little bit of research. Didn't really take that long, but I hadn't even thought about this possibility before. So I had this little Android-based magic mirror lying around, essentially, right? Very good one, very good. Served me really well, but kind of, I don't know, it's not strong enough to really do anything substantial with it. It has a stylus, so it's good for, like, you know, sketching digital on the go and stuff. But it's lost a little bit of its use. But I'm able to use it as an extra magic mirror for my main magic mirror. Yeah, I like Cherry Cola and Dr. Pepper. I haven't had them in a while, but I'm liking them. So now you guys have a dedicated small little magic mirror that I'm gonna be looking at yeah, you just use an app and then kind of essentially have connected. Not even streaming, it's straight up like Universal Magic Mirror Bus connected. Dedicated mirror time, yes, Sue. Quite nice to have, actually. And I'm also looking the right way. I was gonna say it wasn't that long. I drew someone with a gun, but then I remembered that I put a banana in Leon Senpai's hand instead of a gun. So it was a banana gun. So technically, hello Bianca, welcome. A banana. It's also a gun. If you know, you know. A little bit of a mention of honorable mention for my Kohai, who recently celebrated their 6 months in Globie. They got some hair upgrades as well. They look absolutely adorable. That would be Sarah and Maeve, of course. The reason why they popped into my head right now is because when I said it's also a gun, there's a certain heiress with white hair connected to that line. And now that Maeve also straight up has her hair tied up, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get her to say one of the lines. Ba, 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 ba. But yeah, it's nice. It was nice to get a little bit of extra new hairstyles. Nah, I'm not gonna have the ulterior motive to ever say lines from Ruby. It's okay. Let's see. Okay, so to add a little bit of motion to this, I'm gonna move some stuff around so that it's not just kind of. No, of course you just like Vienna. You generate your pick row and then you pick whatever elements you want from it. If you wanna adjust it a little bit, fine. It's just for you to have a reference to draw from. You don't have to do exactly everything. You can go in and edit the picture a little bit if you kind of like, I don't want that hand. You can just go in and remove it if you want to. It's just the base randomizer is kind of what we're after, but it's not meant for you to be uncomfortable with, you know? All right, Bruja, thank you. Let's see. Let's see. There's something about making the hair have a lot of strands stick out of it, you know, kind of like this, that gives it a little bit more of the whole like kind of effect when it's suddenly not kept anymore, you know? Unkept hair. Lapis lucidus. Welcome. What's up? Well, I'm drawing my new art challenge that I posted today. It's pinned in chat if you're interested. If you're an artiste, or if you know artists, that would be really fun to send it to them, because I think it's really fun when people do that too. I have that a lot on TikTok when I post my shorts there. They kind of go like, you know, they start sending it to friends, or they kind of just like write their names in there. I already posted on the tag. Nice, excellent, thank you. It's gonna be really fun to see. I'm gonna try. I'm working a little bit harder. Sadly, I got a bit late on stream for it, but I'm trying to get the promotional stuff for the challenge out sooner this time. Because with the she crazy or nervous? Well, okay, Bill. Maybe a bit of both, honestly. Well, the idea is that I'm doing an art challenge right now, and you're supposed to generate. There's a short posted on it. She can fix me, oh goodness. No, we doing a randomizer challenge. So once you randomize your character from these, kind of character maker stuff, like this one has a random hand, it's just kind of floating there. Then you just draw that as a practice, So I pulled this one, and I just got a random. You got a random scouter honor, and there's a lot of these kind of like restart, error occurred, restart, right? So I'm kind of feeling like either you can do it like she a really good hacker but clumsy, so just kind of like I did it, and then everything just goes like error. So then she kind of turns around, kind of going like nervous, kind of like That's what I'm trying to go for. Gonna make a little bit more sense when I kind of get the lights in. It says error all over the place. It's a bit kind of like moments after Team Rocket like explodes and she gets flown away like Team Rocket essentially, or something like that. Thank you, Lapis. Drawing on stream is quite tricky, I will say. There are some benefits to it. If you are the kind of person that would benefit from having body doubling, like that you work better with body doubling, then it's a good motivator to be doing it, kind of feeling like people are maybe doing something together with you. But aside from that, it adds an extra element of obstacle, an extra obstacle to drawing, I would say, because usually, like when I first started off or kind of was like working on drawing, I would be very inspirational focused. So I would kind of let inspiration put me in the zone. Put me in the zone and then work, and then just kind of like, oh yeah, I can see the vision. Let me just try to kind of like, I see the statue in the block of stone. Let me chisel at it, that kind of thing. But if you do it on stream, you're constantly distracted. If you're keeping up with chat, if you're just drawing and streaming your process and not interacting with chat, fair. I like to engage and welcome people in and talk with you guys. So at that point, I never really enter the zone per se. So if you're very like inspirational and kind of don't have a go-to method yet, it's going to be a little tricky. But it can be something that works out, because you also kind of get, when you stream, you also get kind of held accountable for actually doing it, because if you're just doing it for yourself, it's easier to quit. You know what I mean? Messing up is part of it all, though. Messing up is part of it all. Like I've been drawing with we kind of flip it and it looks really weird. Like I've been drawing with really weird anatomy for like full-on streams, and then I fix it the next one. It's not about not failing. It's never about not failing. It's about what you do when you are there, what you do with it. People with a great sense of humor can turn a setback into a funny moment. There are other ways to deal with it too. I'm not saying that I'm good at, that I'm a very funny person, but that's just kind of where the key is. It inspires me. Someone that's quick and witty will always be inspirational, in that sense that, wow, I would have probably needed a moment to think about that, What are backseaters in this context? In what seaters? Let's see. Have you ever dealt with backseaters while you make art? Yeah. Too bad I just drive a two-seater vehicle. You guys being in the passenger seat, the back seat is not there. Of course you deal with backseaters. There's a unicycle with you guys on my shoulder then, because there's gotta be, you got shotgun, whatever that even is. Yeah, you just get have a shotgun, have a Nerf little sponge shotguns. Now, what I mean by that is to say that you guys can come along if you start like telling me what to do. I just kind of like, well, no, I won't. Get this right. As harsh as this sounds, the way I feel like I'm here to entertain you guys and work off of the energy so that we're all cozy. But I'm really not here to do what you guys are here to try to tell me to do. You know? If you guys are hungry, then we'll stop at the McDonald's. Or I'll just tell you, sorry, we got McDonald's at home. Nah, it's a dynamic thing. Streaming always has this kind of stuff like that. I've been essentially like people kind of keep nagging me to draw certain things, but it's not a big deal. Giving suggestions is essentially like a backseating. In this situation, Milana would be someone that's like, that ear looks weird. You really should move that mouth. You know, people that come in with unsolicited advice. Because that's what a backseater is in gaming. They're just kind of like, you're missing that treasure chest there. You should totally like get three elixirs for this boss. It'll be easier. And yeah, of course you get those. Wheels on the bus go round and round. Nah, I don't. My content generally, you guys are, if you're artists, you're free to ask me for any art questions. Honestly, usually, sometimes I will kind of post them like, this is art Q&A. You can ask me anything, and we'll talk about whatever it is that you kind of want to, or you're wondering art-wise. I am by no means a legitimate art teacher. I know a couple, but I am not. So the advice and the answers you get are based on my own experience, which I try to not make it sound like an absolute truth, because I don't like dealing with those. So essentially I can try to back it up with any kind of experience that I have, but if I don't know, then I will make it clear that I'm speculating. Sometimes we do art tutorial streams as well, specific ones. I've done isometric prop design tutorial where we draw together, kind of do stuff. I give you material and you actually draw something. Okay, so this is the blonde one, I suppose. Art program to use Clip Studio, which actually has been behaving quite well recently. I've had some scuff with it. I do always tend, but that's my opinion when you're telling your method. I do. That's just my theory, an art theory. That makes sense. That makes sense that I do. I just really want to be clear that this is just me, my method. Disclaimer. Krita's pretty good. You can get some good stuff done on Krita. Fire Alpaca as well. I think Ibis Paint is like on Android, right? Clip Studio is it's very inexpensive. If anything, I'm using one of the later perpetual licenses, but I would recommend looking into Clip Studio 1, like Clip Studio 1.9 or whatever it is. It's super capable. It can do most things than the later ones can as well. It's just really advanced functions that you might need any of the later things with. Medibang is a nice one. That's a good one too. But yeah, the Clip Studio version 1 has a cheaper license and it's super good. And keep like join the mailing list or something, because they have sales every so often that you might want to like be there for, so to say, because they do reduce the price of them as well. And then yeah, get a perpetual license, like a one-time purchase of it, and you're good. I needed another license personally, so I figured like, oh, you know what? There's like a Clip Studio Clip Studio, not even Clip Studio. Hold on. Hoot hoot, Clip Studio. Sponsor me, dang it! I'm getting you sales. New art challenge, yes, Sue. New art challenge, Baffy. You want to have a look? You have the link in the chat for the short. The short of 1 minute, 1.5 minutes. But yeah, we use a Pickaroo, a specific one, and you can do this on hard mode, medium, or easy mode by generating your entry. Ibis user, heck yeah. Or Ibis, I never know which one it is. Clip, you can purchase the pro version, is really cheap and it's one purchase. Yeah. That's what I mean. The pro version, you can just, instead of buying the most recent one, that's like a version 4 right now, which is still affordable per se. It's cheaper than a game. So I could probably afford 2 of those with the new game prices coming out from the Switch too. Oh my goodness. They do they do have sales anyway. And there's a Clip Studio EX that's for more frame animations. The EX, the Clip Studio EX version is more for if you are a professional, I guess, like an actual like webtoon maker or animator, because you get less limited animation and manga panel stuff. Ibis, like the burb. Yeah, that's what I say too. I've been tempted to get EX as well when it's been on sale, but ultimately I just kind of like, I really don't use all the functions of it all. Because I've been using Pro 1.9 for ages, since they were gonna go for like a subscription based thing, and then they were kind of backtracking again apparently. I don't know, I just kind of decided not to keep up with that, I guess. I just kind of I've figured out methods and routines around any kind of limitations, really. Wouldn't recommend Clip Studio for big animation, a bit lag when you add too much. Yeah, I know. It has a lot of stuff like the 3D elements and stuff like that too is really useful, but compatibility is kind of wonky at times, I gotta say. Like, by no means is my magic mirror up to date in like very big modern ways, but from the point where Clip Studio reached 1.9, my magic mirror was updated, and I feel like it should be able to run it really smoothly, but it still gets some slowdowns at times. Could it be that I'm working on 4,000 by 3,000 canvases or something? Maybe. Alright, let's do it. How's the volume? Is this okay? You still get like a 25 or 30 frames to do animations. If you do a few frames, you can still use it fine. I'm the owl. It's already 9. Yeah. Yes, Bill, it's already 9. We started half an hour later, remember? Oh, stingers and emotes, that's cool. So, alright. That means I gotta flock in a little bit to get some more done on this. There we go. You. Okay, we got the blonde hair strands here go up like there, and then we're gonna do this. There's a lot missing here, back of your head there, Missy. Let's get some of that back in there. Skull goes like this. Hair gets this little bit there. Nice too. It's got a little bit of Hatsune Miku in here. Ayo. Okay. Time flies when devices tilt and uses the keg. Ugh. Alright, Bloomies, come on. Get a better look at this. Anatomy error. Anatomy error. The neck is long like Kiri's. Bam, 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 bam. Oopsie. Now there's there's no detail that says that what they have on their arms. I'm just gonna make some stuff up. Yeah, turn head, like that's the fun thing with anime characters that just kind of they're like owls. They're just like owls. Ball jointed Figma character, you know? Perfect considering you, is it? My neck's a little stiff though. My neck doesn't do the full owl thing. Alright, everybody hydrate. I'ma save. Look at me showing character development again, actually remembering to save. Maybe OC. Click. Monster count as a but like, oh, having something to drink? Sure, it does. Well, I wouldn't say the best, that would be the best choice for hydration, but you know, it's hydrate, gotta hydrate. Okay, since this is on that side, we're gonna use the spot black shadows to just kind of make it, you know, just indicated on this end. We do it like this. We keep merging, of course. Keep merging it. Then we can get away with kind of doing edge, like rim lighting, with just on the edge a little bit like this. How long have you been doing art for? Woo! As far as I can remember. Would be easier to, like, I don't know. Art has so many steps to it, you know? So it's kind of like you could have been doing a certain kind of thing. I've been doing prop art for years. I've been like for a couple of years on the side of portrait drawing. Grayscale drawing also been like, it's like divided into many different different things. So a good while. It's kind of hard to estimate, honestly. I didn't think I would care that much about it, but I do kind of feel, I've noticed that I felt that sense of kind of accomplishment when like friends that are like art teachers say that you kind of bring up some theory stuff that actually grasp some of the theory, because I'm self-taught, but I've been kind of self-studied a lot of things. Hello Yuji, welcome. How are you? Talking about CSP lags, is better to save often when you're recording your time lapse. Really? So you shouldn't do it like I do and not save at all for a whole stream? gonna try a level something. No, I don't think this is gonna work out. No, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. This does though. Some spot blacks does as well, that's fine. Dun, 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 dun. Really like your art style, it's really nice. Music is awesome too. Thank you, Echo. I should say thank you. I'm just kidding, Thank you. I do different kinds of art styles. This is one that is kind of more comic-like, I guess. I don't really do a lot of comics-like stuff, but I felt like it would be fun to do spot blacks, like very shaded. Kind of a thing. This is an art challenge that I'm hosting right now. If you're interested in joining, there's a pinned comment at the top. It's the maybe OC. Get it? Because it's the month of May, and it's a randomizer challenge, so maybe you get a good OC. There's always an echo here. That's why it's, I actually say hoot once every time, and just the room is so big, I say hoot hoot. It's so early 90s, early 2000s coded. Ah. Yeah. So the challenge per se is we use a specific pickeroo that I picked out with credits to the artist that made the pickeroo, of course, and you generate. There's difficulty levels. You essentially go to the pickeroo. If you haven't used a pickeroo before, it's a character generator essentially that you can select specific parts, but some of them have randomizer buttons activated. This one does. You go there, you hit random. If you're playing it on hard mode, you do the first one you get. It can be really random. Medium difficulty, you do 3. You randomize 3, you pick 1. I picked this one out of the 3 that I did. And if you do it on easy mode, you just want to chill and have just draw something for your own sake, because this is for your own practice, not to impress me or anything like that. I will feature it regardless, because once you draw your character and put it to social media, Twitter or TikTok under the hashtag maybe OC, then I will feature it on my stream a month from now. So yeah, it's very much pickeroo gotcha, and I feel like I got a good 3-star here. This girl, I'm gonna make him a girl. You can do whichever you want. I'm gonna I've defined their gender according to what I would like to draw, and they're wearing a scanner over the eye. There's a lot of error messages, like, you know, alert. So I figured, okay, they're gonna be some kind of hacker or something, and so I drew them kind of almost like celebrating a victory, like ha 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 ha, and then everything, the computers all go like turn red, you know, and like alert. So then she's just kind of like and everything explodes. But she gets to like fly off in the distance, you know, to the sky, and then ding, she doesn't get that hurt. No worries. Let's see. Yeah, I would appreciate it, Echo, and if you can post it on Twitter or TikTok, that would be good. If you don't have any of them but have Discord, you can join the Globie fan Discord. See if the little thing works. If not, you need to give me a little moment to set it up. But let's work. There it is. I'm Vilhelm Vanderbos, part of Globie. I'm Generation 2. There are other talents in Globie. The Globie fan Discord is for all the talents, the company VTubers in Globie. We're not part of the fan Discord, but our fan bases are. So for me, you can go to Vil Study, where all the other plumies, those are my fans, are hanging out, and I'm sure they'll welcome you happily. I'm trying to host art challenges every month to kind of fuel and help people break out of their art blocks, or if they just kind of want some practice. Last month we did a cozy OC where you drew an OC or a self-insert in a cozy game of your choice. So which is kind of fun to see a lot of people drawing their characters in what would be in the world of that and style of that cozy game. We had a lot of fun Fantasy Life from the 3DS entries, and yeah, it's just really fun to see everyone's creativity. Bloomies are very creative coded. Lots of fishing. Yeah, I mean fishing, farming, I don't know what else would be considered like cozy game. I think some people said like if there's farming, it's a cozy game. If there's fishing, it's a cozy game. I'm sure there's a lot of different version of it all. If there's crafting, I'm sure people would say. Proud to call myself a plumie from now on. Happy to have you, Lapis. Plumies are each a feather under my wing. Feathers come in all shapes and sizes. So you know, it's everyone's welcome. Also, it's a little bit like as an alchemist myself, I believe in equivalent exchange in that sense. I do this for you guys, but I also get a lot of your support back. So as a plumie under my wing, you lift me and I lift you, and we'll soar high in the skies together. Now when initially the feather was everything we had to visualize a plumie, but since then I've designed what a plumie looks like. It's a little owl on top of my head, and a lot of the plumies in the community have designed their own with colors and the gem and everything like that too. It's become a really nice cozy place. Let's do this one. I like this one. Not gonna lie, your voice is very soothing. Really? You think so? I'm kidding. Thank you. I like to do some. I'm just like avid amateur voice actor in that sense, but I like to do some when I play games. Plume sonas are really nice too. If I can take just a little bit of stress off of your shoulders, then I feel like I have succeeded in what I'm trying to do here. Planning to do a challenge in hard mode. Good luck, Baffy. And of course, you can upload as many entries as you'd like when it comes to this. Didn't know about the alchemist thing when I did the cozy OC. I should have drawn my alchemist as part of it. Yeah, for sure. Jokingly, because I like puns. That's just something I like. The members of the channel go by alchemist, as an owl chemist. You know, as there's always an owl pun somewhere. But if you want a rundown about the alchemist stuff, then you can check. There's a lore video on my channel that I did the art and recordings and edit for and everything like that. Let's see. Got it here somewhere. That essentially catches you up to the story of when I first met you all. I wonder, by the way, how you deal with an art block. First I give it a hi-ya, and then I do another hi-ya, and then I really kick it, sir. basically I find either try to do challenges is a good way. If you're working on, if you do like prop design and stuff like that too, there's always something you can work on per se. Art necessarily, like, it's fun in many different ways, you know. I've dealt with art block for sure. Design wise, when you just have to design wise when you have to design something, then it's tricky. Like fan arting is always a good way to go. You can always practice things without necessarily aiming to make a big full-sized picture. One way that I battle art block, even though when I'm not particularly inspired, is that I really like to do ballpoint pen sketching on sticky notes or something small, like a small notebook. Doing that is essentially, I guess, sometimes when I'm going into drawing, I kind of freeze for a mo. I kind of almost close my eyes and go like, just looking, staring blankly at it, because in my head I'm kind of running I'm kind of essentially speed painting it in a sense, you know, to plan the brush strokes and the pen, the use of pen. That's probably, now that I think about it, that's probably because I do ballpoint pen sketching, because you really need to plan your approach in order to draw things with lightweight. That's funny, I haven't thought about it before. And yeah, okay, I'm glad you guys got the Bartok reference. All right, a little bit like this, maybe do a little bit of I can probably just make this whole part just bırak. Dakazan bırak. Yes, sir. What's the deepest voice of a character that I've done in a game? Aside from when I had a cold. When I think about it, I tend to kind of stay within my comfortable range, because, you know, if you're gonna stream and then do voices, then it's just have you watched Bleach before? Not really. I know of Bleach, but not any details, sorry. I barely know the names of the main characters. Gumshoe. Okay, sir. Like that? I don't even remember what I did for Gumshoe. Yeah. I don't even remember. But I guess that makes sense. Because I don't think I've done this kind of like Ikemen voice. Hisashiburi da na. Urado. Essentially, oh, right. Okay, Kronk. Isma. Kronk has more exhales. That's just funny. I'm gonna practice Kronk a little bit more sometime. You know what voice I wanna practice? I don't remember, like the Verbal-tastic. I need to do more need to do my like Wreck-It Ralph references. Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever. I'll turn him into a bug and put him into a box and then into a bigger box. You're a voice actor too? Avid amateur. I'm not really a professional in any way, aside from the fact that I'm doing this. So I guess I am a professional. But I really like to play with my my voice in that sense that you're kind of doing voices and effects and stuff like that. So I'm really happy to be doing this. Do not listen to him. He's a pro. A harmless little flea. I haven't brought Vile's edge helm over to this new me yet, so logically concluded we cannot do that. Hooty hoot! Hold it! Hi Joe, how are you? How beautiful to see you. Making me want to watch movies now. That's how it goes. Oh, actually, speaking up, Ace Attorney, I completely forgot I prepped this. Objection. Ah, smell of black tea in the morning. I just need one hand. Drawing with the other one. Can you do accents? Not really. I can do languages, not accents. Joe, we have that. Like, I didn't sing that song for you guys to be going la la liar at every moment you get. Wow, I'm looking skeptic at you guys. Yeah. We've come a long way from last year. We just need to reach 20k. Oh, I guess we're pretty close, huh? Vilhelm speaks 4 languages and therefore can attempt an accent. I mean, I've done some kind of some kind of British accent for Undyne, I guess. I've done some kind of French accent for I don't remember when it was. And oh, I guess we need to bring in Vilhelm Vanderbos, Esquire. Yeah, but he's not here though. Well, you look at that. Well, if it isn't the consequences of my actions. La 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 yeah. Just for that, all right. Every penny that goes into. Do I have my? There you go. Get ready for it. My cover's coming up. Yeah, I can't do a Swedish accent. It'll be a really fake one. No, not another one. Just my cover. Just my cover. I'm just playing it. That's all. Another cover once more? No. This one. Yeah. Oh wait, is it delayed? It is. 何の道を言うだって起伏のない白黒映画は耐えられないさ Is it delayed? ラララや風景を再生確認 I can make you just like you この世界の片隅だらけだっていたありふれた香り焼けさしてあは泣いて泣いて演じるままに今いつかれられないダンス調整なんて当てにならない信じられるのは自分だからそりゃそうだろう道は地球を凡庸という箱に押し込めてJust say jaha, jaha Så var det med det då Fuji de sametara hai ni nante wasureru sa hai ni nante choukai shitatte kazu ni notte nagasarete 眺める優越感を大になって教科書に載ったら夢見るの成功法で行けよ創生崩壊 I always have Swedish accent on my English ラララやこの世界の片隅だらけなやっていた無力な自分を見てるようだこの先60円を勇気に切っていつかれられないいつかれられない Oh yeah That was my cover. The video is in the channel. Bruja just came out and be like, la la liar, and then back to lurking. Okay, thank you. Accents are really tricky. I'm also really self-conscious about them. Because I would have an accent, generally. I've practiced really hard to not have a Swedish accent in my English, but and I tend to kind of feel a bit bad when someone points it out. I do know where it lies, where my usual kind of where my, how do you say that, like the shortcomings, I guess, of my pronunciations, where they lie. But because of that, I've also kind of not really been particularly good, even at doing Swedish accents between the regions and stuff like that. I just no. The one time that I could probably do that is mainly if I quote something with an accent. You know, like, fear me if you dare. Aha! Vamos, perrito. Let us put a bit of distance between them and us. Yeah, Ojo is definitely the one I was thinking because of being the very amazing hacker that she is. She just turned around and goes, ah! And then everything just crashes. Da, 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 da. Also, Plumey has an accent, don't you, Plumey?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's even a miracle that I can even speak, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know why. Must be it, must be it. Also, you did you catch a cold? You're a little bit more hoarse than usual.
No, I'm okay.
Ah, there you go. There you are. You're just making an angry voice. Yeah, you're making an angry voice.
Yeah, I like to mimic stuff.
Plumey, you're doing amazing, sweetie. I'm seeing this very same pose as a manga or game or something. I don't know. It's like not a very original pose. I pulled it from my head, so I must have seen it somewhere as well. Quite simply so. But I'm gonna change this a little bit. Yeah, Silver was a pretty good one. When you said hacker. She's not as good of a hacker though. Could be hay fever.
Achoo! Sorry, I'm beetje hooikort.
Yeah. I know it's rough. I do get hay fever. Nederlands is mijn vierde taal. Zo is het niet zo goed als Zweeds of Engels. Maar beter dan mijn Japans. Dutch sounds great, thank you. Ik ben aan het leren, maar ik doe mijn best. I'm just saying that Dutch is my fourth language, and you know it's better than my Japanese, but not really. Like it's still lacking a bit. I understand it pretty good though. A 4-panel drawing. Oh my goodness! You know what that 4-panel drawing is going to be? Same pose, different face. We're gonna webtoon this. Let's give her something. Give her these like for no reason. For no reason. How do you learn so much language? I'm still learning Swedish. There is this little app, right? I do my language practice daily. Detached cuffs. Yeah, detached cuffs for no reason, because Master Hacker. Fluent in Dutch, English, still learning Swedish and Japanese. Yeah. Nice, good job. Build now. What? No deal. How do you learn? Well, I watch the shorts of Vilhelm Vanderbos, the noble owl of Globie, where he teaches words in different languages. They're on YouTube on his channel. They go under Quadrolingo. No, I just need to be the only one. I need to take his place. I'm quadrilingo. For real though, I do have a short series where I teach words in a fun way across all 4 languages that I know. It's called Quadrilingo, and you can watch them on my channel. We need a Quadrilingo language app. Do you really though? Do you want this to be the Quadrilingo language app? Do you want me to test you what is apple in Swedish? Go on. Lucky someone knows it. Ba-ba-da-ba. Good job. You're done with the lesson for this time. You just want to break the streak, Miri. We need a Quadrilingo app so that evil can, like, you know, be summoned. Like, yeah, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. What's my reward? Ha 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 ha. The reward is no punishment. He's onto me. I mean, if it's a selling point, it would probably make it'll probably be a good selling point, honestly. Would you say? You're trying to sell me out? Since when did you own me? How does shoulders? How does shoulders? How is shoulders shouldered? The shoulder finds himself a bit conflicted in how anatomy works. Looks like you're gonna have to look up some reference shoulder. The shoulder is over his confliction and is ready to fight with the girl. With a landslide. You know what? You know what? This is the reference we need. I literally mentioned it before. We are gonna look into the head tilt, Shaft Animation Studios head tilt. Where does that sound so familiar? Avatar, The Last Airbender. The boulder. The boulder. Vil, opinion on writing. I like to journal. Creative writing? Are you afraid of losing to a little girl, Boulder? Sounds like you're scared, Boulder. The Boulder is over his conflict and is ready to bury this little girl in a landslide. We also have a diary. I have a journal. The journal. Yeah, I do. It's I actually, my birthday merch that I designed was a dot page notebook meant as a journal. I think journaling is a really nice recreational activity, and also it's essentially, if you do it right, you get into a friggin' chat room with your, or like whatever, like in a chat with your inner self, I suppose. Next piece of Vilhelm merch is journal. I have, so it's a blank one that you get to make your own journal, but I have actually. That was last year's birthday merch. Your travel journal, nice-oo, nice-oo. I'm glad, Joy. I have a hard time using my journal as well, actually. I have smaller sized ones. I shouldered the drawing, heck yeah. Collar goes here. But yeah, in terms of writing, sure, I have some, like I do write some things for what I do. Mostly scripts. So in that sense, like that too. Like one point, sure, I did some creative writing, but I think for me the visual medium is a more fun way to express myself. But I do like a good story. Some of the Plumies have actually written pieces about around the lore, around me, around Plumies. It's been really nice to read. Thank you, Natsu. Thank you, Mary. They've been really nice. I guess I write a bit. I mean, it just depends though, because yeah, it's not the kind of, it's written in a way that it's more so a voice pack or just a monologue, you know. It's a kind of different kinds of writing. And people say writing, there's so much there's so many, like, kind of saying like, what's your opinion on drawing? I mean, I like to draw, I like to paint. There's so many things you can draw. I was just sneakily watching with Joy, and again, you just have to pop in and tell that you're a fantastic artist. Thank you so much, Mero. That means a lot. I like to draw. I like to express. Mero does one hoot because there's an echo in here. Hoot, hoot, hoot. Hope you're doing well, Mero. Thank you so much. You just got your first bit of my merch. What is that? Voice Paku. The boys puck. Yeah. I would say the most updated one. I guess the lore video was the biggest recording challenge. Defective owl. Defective. Music really helps me. Speaking of echo, I love like RPG fantasy music. Yeah, me too. I really enjoy the kind of adventure game soundtracks and stuff like that. Like if I could, I would be playing Ys. Ys, what is it, like 8? Ys 9 soundtrack. Maybe doesn't play one. I know he only runs. At the face of adversity. Oh my goodness. Oh. Hello, Ben. Ben, buddy, how are you doing? You're always raiding me. I don't raid you. Picturing a small plumie doing the waddle kind of run. If I were to draw Meadow as a plumie, I think I would give him long legs for being a good runner. It would be like a kind of a really speedy plumie. No, Ben is yeah, Ben tends to be like, it's quite late over there, I believe. Thank you very much though. Hello, hello everybody. Regardless, I should introduce myself, obviously. Gosh, I got distracted by the potential joke at Mero. But yeah, hoot toot everybody, I am Vilhelm Vanderbos, the noble owl of Globie Generation 2. And I am an artist. I'm a cozy gamer. I'm a puzzle gamer. And I know languages because I'm a green-dressed owl. You happen to know those? There might be one other one. Don't care about them. I am the better one. Welcome. Nice to have you here. Welcome, Raiders. Roadrunner Bloomy. Hoot hoot. That's funny. I love that. We're gonna be wrapping up stream soon. We kind of just tempted to go on a bit longer because we started late, but I shouldn't be pushing it too much. Let's do the battle. It's funny to do. What are some of your favorite RPG battles and what are the special moves in that one? Because whenever I listen to this song, it always puts like special move attacks in my head. Didn't expect that one. Well, that is Mero's hoot now. Also, the whole like incredibly short, but my legs do reach the ground. My feet do reach the ground. I'm just thinking like whenever you see like a dachshund walking around, I automatically imagine like a xylophone. I do, as a matter of fact, know that Mero runs for realsies and does a really good job at it. So we do have an Plumie with endurance should anyone be tired of flying. Praise be to the light. Ah. I don't know how that's delivered. I'm just gonna say it the way I can. Into the fray. There was one that was a Fire Emblem game, I think, that says like pick a god and pray. I thought that was a really badass one. A really good one. That's the one. You can have added. Yeah, of course, Echo. It's your maybe OC. It's your OC. You can decorate them and change them however you want. Yeah, there you go. I like to say pick a dog and play. Pick a dog and play. Yeah, that one was awesome. I really like that. That is such a damn that voice line is really good. Pick a language and Frederick, yeah. That's a really good fight like line. For me, it kind of reminds me of like what's like a PS2 RPG, Grandia 2. Sky, take flight. And Seiken slash. That kind of stuff like that. I really love those. I love those deliveries of the old games. I don't remember which ones we gave to me if I was a character. I don't remember what it was again. Ah, I should have written them down. They were really good, I believe. They were in character. The feather is mightier than the sword. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Be careful. Heal. Would be a good with feather. I kind of like what are some good like class based ones? Nice hoot. Nice hoot. Rest in feathers. All right. Till next time. Ah! Rest in feathers. The edgier, the more fun with these kind of like fight music, honestly. Miri? Yeah. Rest in feathers. I need a smug one too, because that's a good one too. Oh, that's a pretty good one, Jennifer. Did you do your language lessons? Or when you win, you know, it's like when you win, it's just kind of like just in time for my language lesson. Level up. That's a good streak going. I love this. Maybe I'll write your defeat in the history books. Oh my goodness, Milana, that's a good one. Thousands of pages and you aren't the protagonist of a single one. You're good, but you're not me. Literally line delivery request moment right now. What's going on? I'm starting to play this battle theme, and it kind of made me wanna like think about fun attack deliveries, and you're just essentially writing whichever RPG special move delivery that you kind of like. Yeah, game character lines. But you can look at me if you buy my. Speaking of that, if you go to store.globie.net, you can buy my merch. Blah, 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 you know, it's just kind of like you win the battle. Ah, nice. There's plenty of time for you to go to store.globie.net and buy my merch there. They're high quality, something, this and that, with outfits that I've designed myself for you to enjoy. There's also a free voice pack from White Day if you would like to get a sample of what a voice pack might be like. Making this up as I go. Goodness, I could do this in my sleep. Buy my merch. Don't ruffle my feathers. Even Poor has a better flavor than our fight. Plummet to oblivion. Get it? 'Cause Plumy, plummet. Come on, I thought it was fun. It's about the delivery. Earl Grey? More like premature graying from your stupidity. Oh my goodness, that's very high and mighty, huh? That's more like Earl Grey. More like premature graying from your stupidity. Come on, Crowhelm. You do one, you do one. Huh? Why? Your defeat, your defeat tastes like licorice tea. Liquid despair. I'm glad he can't laugh. Oh, there you go. I would say a line, but you're not even worth the effort. The brooding crow. Who? Okay, the crow's lament. The blood moon is rising, and so shall I spread my wings. Okay, a little bit more feeling. The crow's lament. The blood moon is rising, and so shall I spread my wings. A bit better. I need to record these. This is like portfolio level. At least I would include them. Anyway. I'll leave this here for now. I think we've done some pretty good progress here. Let me just draw one little thingy here. I don't know if it's to scale, but we can try. We'll just do it like this. Yep. Blink and you'll miss it. go. I would want to hear your voice acting demo reel. I should make one, honestly. Sometimes you kind of come across these kind of like, oh, we're looking for voice actors or VTubers should voice act. I'm kind of like, damn, I don't have an actual reel. Dang it. Okay, well, I think this is basically the character in itself. We have the scanner still, the other, that's fine, this is fine, this is a good shape. It's looking pretty good. The shadow in the back is just essentially, we can just draw this with actual lasso tool, I suppose. Just kind of get some shading done, and then we do the rim, the edge lighting, because there's going to be some like red lights with the whole like computer error kind of stuff, right? So I think this is pretty good. We don't see anything of what's going on up there, so this is okay. This hair is just a pink hair. Can do it like this. Generally we can we'll put some color on this, make it look a little bit like very inked comic style, I think. Nice effect, like this. Oh, it's actually the same layer. Oof, that was close. Just when it didn't need to be. Moing. And I will, for the sake of myself, I kind of want to just have her other hand visible here too. I'm just gonna do it in the background. For no particular reason. I just kind of want her hand to kind of be there from the other side too, like she's not doing anything particular, but I kind of just want the hand there. Kind of bring this pose more towards the fact that, you know, it's kind of facing that way, not really paying much attention. Maybe it could be kind of like we could put like a keyboard on that end too, like she's kind of doing something on a keyboard terminal here next time. Could be like a hovering one, like a special one, you know? And then we just have these kind of like boop, 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 like warning, boop, 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 boop. This is like gonna be like reversed. Just say warning the other way. Warning, blip, blip, blip. It's gonna like be the around her. Boop, and then like the friggin' windows, right? The warning windows that just kind of pop up on top of everywhere, kind of stuff. Like that. It kind of gives perspective, puts her in the middle. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the visor thing. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it because it's kind of tricky to get it. Maybe just like it kind of messes with the face a little bit, you know. I wanted to have it kind of drop, but because this is kind of going on here, I don't know if it's gonna work. It's gonna look like that it dropped, you know. We kind of have to be here and then kind of be like. So we'll see. We'll see how we implement that one if we can. On the other eye, maybe like something like that. Anyway, gone over a little bit, so let's call it there. Ah, Hutsu, everybody. Yet another drawing has been drawn. The last drawing has not yet been drawn. There you go, that's better. Hutsu, everybody, Hutsu. Why Hutsu? Because normally you would say Otsu for Otsukare-sama deshita, meaning good job, thank you for your hard work. Though we say Hutsu here because I'm an owl, and I'll be danged if we're not gonna make it a pun. So, Hutsu, everybody, job well done goes to you two for hanging out with me. Like I said before, it's a give and receive situation. I get a lot of support from you guys, and I hope you had a good time. Definitely trust the process. Always trust the process. And we had fun. It was fun doing little voices. Definitely coming back next time. This was awesome. Excellent. Thank you. Now, we should talk about what's happening next week, like tomorrow. I'm gonna have a quick look if I did prep, because I believe I did prep a schedule. Let me just have a quick look. Yes, we do indeed have a prep schedule. Let's, you know what? Before we bring it in, anything, let me just go back to the art scene. We can talk about the schedule. Here we go. Upcoming schedule with art by Squeegee. And this is what's up. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be playing Minecraft. I'm playing Minecraft, going back to the Vivaria SMP, the home. And I think, like something that Fua said last time we played, when she helped me with the garden, was that she was all like, Vel, did you know there's a dungeon over there? I was like, really? Well, yeah, I'm sure it has a lot of good loot. And I'm kind of like, okay, that's the way that was just kind of said, like, we should totally explore it. Then, okay, that's kind of funny, and in her kind of soft Fua voice. So I just, I feel like we should explore. We should go exploring and spelunking, and I asked if Fua could wanted to come along. So tomorrow we'll go to the Vivaria SMP, and we're just gonna be we'll be chatting with Fua a little bit. Wednesday, pause for effect. Any minute now. There we go. Wednesday, we're going back to split fiction. We're once and for all, we're gonna determine what is if fantasy or sci-fi is the best between Ambrose and I. Just kidding. We're gonna go back to Split Fiction and play part 2 with Dango. Yeah. And then we are gonna start premiering a new name for the art streams. Because I've been like, art streams, yes. It's very like on the nose what it is, but I kind of want to give it a little extra title, you know. It's still an art stream, you know. But so debating it, I'm calling it the Atelier of the Owl. Atelier of the Owl. Because, you know, the great Bob Ross has the joy of painting. I kind of wanted to give it something, so... Artelier? Ah, Joy! Where were you? We'll see. We can call it the Artelier of the Owl. But yeah, Atelier of the Owl. I just want to have a little extra title to the all. I thought about Altelier as well. The one thing about it all is that there were a bunch of inside jokes that I could do for us, but the idea is that we also bring in other people. Sometimes the algorithm blesses us and puts me on other people's timelines, so I don't want it to be too inside jokey or something that might kind of confuse people, right? So we're doing it kind of safe with giving it just a little name, and it's still gonna say art stream. But yeah, it's that's something I just want to do, and we'll continue the challenge, probably finish it or something, I know, because we did a lot of progress today. So we'll continue the challenge on Thursday in the first Atelier of the Owl. Atelier. I need to practice my pronunciation. And Friday, the Lequinox collab. I am part of Globie Gen 2, part of the guy group Equinox, and by inviting our senpai Leon, we become Lequinox, and we're gonna be playing some golf with friends. Dango is hosting this month because, you know, last month we actually had one on the main channel. So yeah, we got Lequinox for a couple of hours, midday on Friday. And in the members only, I do believe it was the movie watch along that was winning. I can double check and confirm. But we'll be watching... a new movie. Not a new movie. I'm watching a movie about my ancestor, Archimedes the Wise Owl. Let me double check so I'm not saying that it's... Yeah, movie night one for now. Fast Penguin next time. Sword in the Stone on Disney Plus, the one of King Arthur before he became a king, with Merlin the magician, the wizard, and of course my ancestor Archimedes the wise little owl. Do a little watch along, members only, quite nice. You need to be a member of the channel. To be that, you have to hit the join button. And yeah, I cannot stream the movie, of course. You'll have to get your own subscription or movie sorted, but we'll start it together from a starting point, and then just kind of bring snacks, bring blankets, and let's just watch that one. It's been a while. It's quite adorable, if I remember correctly. The animation is pretty cool. It's quite old, right? And we'll end the week with another art stream. Now I'm assuming I'll be done with this current drawing around that time, and we should also wrap up the Kegathon raffle prize then too. Have some effects in mind, some little things to speed up the end of it all. So yeah, and lots of tea, always. So yeah, that is next week. The schedule owl will go out as usual, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. It feels strange to say seeing you tomorrow at the end of the week, but this is something I wanted to try because I like welcoming in a new week, and with some cozy, nice, fresh start. But I feel like kind of wanted to say goodbye to the week that has been, you know? Encourage some reflection. Remember the good times. And the lessons learned from maybe the bad times. I don't know. Don't need to think too hard on it. But yeah, that is what's going on. And yeah. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Stay lovely, everybody. And I'll see you again real soon. Tomorrow even. For now, we say bye-bye, I suppose. We should have a look at if anyone is streaming. Do we have anyone? We do have someone we can send you all to. Supposedly, yeah. Okay, got it. Okay, this is getting silly. We can't do the thing. That's bye-bye, I suppose. Goodbye, mostly lurk today. That's fine. Thank you so much for the support. That is still very supporting. Bot gang, you're very appreciated too. Let's do the good old raid message. Raido messagey. And yeah. Before the next dramatic pause. We say bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye-bye-bye-bye-bye. Bye. And of course, we also say, "Hoot!" Afternoon.